Hello people, today we're going to cook some ribs with barbecue sauce. Now, before start cooking, I was recommended by Slađana that I should show the ingredients, so let's do that. Of course you need some spare ribs, corn, salt, pepper, butter, some barbecue sauce, some rub, and yellow mustard. Now, I completely underestimated the cooking time for these ribs in the sous vide machine. The original recipe is 24 hours. I'm not going to do this now, but I was researching and I can manage to cook this in 4 hours. So let's start preparing the ribs. So before seasoning our ribs, I need to cut them because the container, the water container of the sous vide machine, it's not big enough. So I need to just cut them in half to be able to fit them. Okay, so now that we have our small pieces, we're going to season them, but to help us to stick the rub, we're going to use some yellow mustard, very simple, but not too much, just to use it as a glue, so the rub can stick on them in a better way. Now we're going to season our ribs with the rub. So now that our ribs are seasoned, we're going to use 2 bags to cook them in our sous vide machine. So, in order to cook also our corn, we're going to just put it inside our plastic bag with some butter and a pinch of salt. Now, one thing that I need to mention is that the ribs are going to cook for 4 hours, but the corn only 1 hour. So now we need to seal our ribs and our corn. So we're about to reach our temperature. So now we're going to put these ribs inside very carefully because the water is really hot. I don't know if actually you can see the smoke. It's really hot. Now, these corns tend to float a lot. So these racks actually are useful just to put some pressure on them so they don't come up. We cover it with the lid and we leave it for 4 hours. So one of the things that I need to explain is that the original recipe, as I mentioned before, it's 24 hours at 155 Fahrenheit. Here we are aiming 185, which is around 85 Celsius degrees. Now, I was watching a video where they say that if you increase the temperature by 10 degrees, the time decreases half. So if you have 155 Fahrenheit, 24 hours, you increase it to 165 Fahrenheit, then you decrease it from 24 to 12. If you increase another 10, it's 175. It decreases the time from 12 to 6. If you increase to 185, then you decrease the time from 6 to 3. To play on the safe side, I'm going to just leave it for 4 hours at 185 Fahrenheit, which is again 85 Celsius degrees. And see you in 4 hours, people.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
So finally, after 4 long hours, these ribs are ready. And as soon as I took them out from the bags, the smell was just amazing. And I thought that it was going to be a huge mistake to just waste that liquid, which is all the juices of the ribs. So I'm going just to, again, do an experiment and pour this liquid into this bowl, to incorporate all those flavors from the ribs with the barbecue sauce. So again, I'm just playing with this. So we mix it. Let's give it a try just to see if this was a good idea. It's really good. Okay, so now we're going to incorporate the barbecue sauce into the ribs. First upside down, and we cover as much as we can. So now we're going to take them and put them into this trail. And again, when you take out food from the sous vide machine, it's never compelling. It doesn't look attractive at all. The important thing is the internal temperature. And now we are going to dress this very well. And our oven, it's already heating 400 Fahrenheit degrees, 205 Celsius, really hot, but it's just for 5 minutes. It's to give it the last touch. And after that, we will enjoy. It smells really good. Let's see if it tastes as it is. And especially because we went from 24 hours to 4 hours, increasing a lot the temperature. But I really want to see if this meat is as tender as is expected. So now we're going to put inside the oven. Again, it's just for 5 minutes. So finally, here we have our ribs. Sorry I'm eating with this glove, but it's hot. But I really want to see if this fell from the bone as it's supposed to. So I don't know if you can see. It's really, really tender. Uy. It's melting. This, it's coming off the bone very easily. It's really good. And it's juicy. You know. And here with our corn, let's put more butter. And let's also try it. So we have some butter here and some pepper, black pepper. And let's try it. So people, another successful recipe with this machine. Let me just have a bite because this is really good. And let me clean myself. And for tonight, we're having this Austrian red wine, the Big John. It's very nice. It's not too strong, and it goes well with the ribs. So here we have, again, look, I'm really wondering how this will be after 24 hours. And maybe I will do this in 2 or 3 months. Just put them inside the sous vide machine one day in advance and then see how different it is. So another recipe from iOS 13 cooking edition. And well, so far I receive really nice comments and unexpected comments from some of you. This is compelling for me to keep canalizing my non-recording studio frustration into now recording, cooking these things with this machine. But there are a lot of people that also told me you should do something simpler or something without the sous vide machine. And actually, there is already a list of requests. Someone from Mexico requested the ramen because 2 months ago when I was in Belgrade, I cooked this crazy ramen that took 3 hours, only the broth to cook. I saw a really good recipe in YouTube and it was really good. So maybe that's the next one. So let's see. So for now, I'm just going to eat this because I'm really hungry. Bye bye, people.